Elsa and told me, if I said you need to finish your whole draft for the report next week and report it to us, is that too rush? Everybody remember what you promised to do, introduction and findings, methodology and findings. You remember the roles that you have stated in the statement form, right? Then you need to produce the work next week. Is that rush? And you can finish this individually? Cannot. Then we can do it in week 13. Okay. Then this piece of writing is the focus of all report 2 will carry 29% in the weighting. So it's very important because your final report will be submitted on Monday, 20th April. So if I meet you Thursday, you have how many days to make revision? But we can do it earlier if you want. If you can. Cannot, cannot. Because you have too many assignments. Okay, I understand. Yeah. All right, so today then I will briefly talk about AI percentage and the makeup for one of you. Because that is requirement from ELC. If you miss the assessment, you can ask for makeup. And if you miss it beyond, you can ask for makeup, but then there will be downgrade. If you ask for it immediately, then there will be 1 subgrade downgrade, and the rest will be 3 subgrade downgrades. Right? Today we already talk about assessment 3 details, and today I want to invite one of you to join the SSCM meeting. Then also talk about the QR code for this meeting. It's a student representative meeting. I think you had this in your department in March, February. Some of you, if you are the class rep, you remember, Kathy? Your department invited one of you to attend their meeting. Remember? No? Yeah?
Does it mean academic advice?
With the whole departmental staff from CEE, not just one-to-one, but it's the whole of them. And class rep from different groups will join it. Yeah. That is such a meeting because I saw some feedback about students saying that they don't like Teams and Blackboard operated at the same time. Right, that's why I know possibly you have the meeting, but you may not be representative for your course. Somebody else maybe. We also will discuss a few problems in construction sites or construction area. Then next we'll focus on how to distinguish qualitative versus quantitative data, because you are given quantitative measurements and qualitative survey results or interview or photo. Then I will introduce pre-grade AI platform for you to improve your report writing. Okay, so firstly, none of you are here, so I'll talk about this later on, right? This is just ask, maybe Skylar, would you be available on this time to attend this Zoom meeting?
Let me see.
Yeah, because to me, you manage very well your study. And you look very confident to me, doing everything well. You do not look as if you were struggling.
I think I have a whole presentation.
You have a presentation.
Yeah, for
Okay.
Thai
For
subject.
okay, no problem. I will ask other. Maybe a lot of you will have the same course. Just you? Ah, okay. Why? Because you took this class subject now,
Yeah.
but you didn't do it in the first semester?
No.
Okay. Because a lot of you have to take car subjects. I know, maybe I'll ask another. This is about SSCM later on. And I don't think these are AI percentage. I don't think these are related to your assessment. It's okay to only 2 of them. Makeup, okay. Pre-grade. As I said, you will finish the draft and then meet me in week 13, right, the report draft. And each of you will have to produce print out and send me your draft report. But you can also get AI support of the draft report because we pay this pre-grade platform to allow you to upload your draft report. And this platform will, in fact, and you probably have received this email from us. Have you? About the pre-grade, right, and platform. Then what is pre-grade, right? Because if you use other AIs, then they may not be that professional in giving you feedback, right? And that is why then we think this is tailored, customized for your report writing, and it should be helpful after you have used so many, because these are the feedback from students, right? Almost all of them, we got the advice from pre-grade very positively. And in the last semesters, my students from IFE, right, because they were doing BEE degree, and they said they print out and then they make revision one by one following the pre-grade feedback, right? So these are their comments, right? Not just my students, right, but a lot of them. Firstly, it focuses on the referencing style. Second, it focuses on the grammar. And then some other times, the feedback will focus on the content. And it will give you some more ideas about your report content. So it will look more professional and persuasive. So that is pre-grade. And for teachers, then we also think that it is very easy to read, and then it correctly point out students' weaknesses and strengths in the report. All right, so what is the procedure, right? Once I activate the link, then you can just click the submission link and you can then input your student ID. Because there are 4 in a team in your project or 2 in a team, right? Maybe only get 1 team members to upload the draft, right? Because if you two, maybe the same feedback, right? So that is why only get 1 to input the student ID, then upload your work and wait for the feedback to arrive at your email. And it will be sent directly to your email. Okay, so this is, maybe I'll wait for more students to invite them to join this AI interview. Just particularly, Skylar, would you be interested in joining this interview online? You get paid $50, about half an hour. And it's about the AI platform that you have used for assessment 1A. Right. Just your feeling about, is it helpful, and is the report helpful like that, or is the experiences beneficial for your future, or is it difficult, is it embarrassing, things like that. Right. Would you happy? Would you be happy? In half an hour.
So there's a lot of questions.
Some of the questions, they are all about your experience. How do you feel about Do you think it's useful? So everything is around your experiences. So using the AI or doing the AI interview. Do you think it's okay with you? Maybe anytime. Not me. A project staff young man will email you. If you say yes to me, then he will contact you. Then he will then negotiate a time with you, right? So that will be, and if you want to speak in English, I suppose it's okay. Or Chinese, right? Or Chinese, I suppose it's okay. Because we can transcribe your Chinese into English. So that is another way. But think about this, tell me at the end of the lesson, right? Okay. Now, going back to the report, right? Because you have had internship, right? What kinds of reports you think CEE engineer might be asked to write in your job as an assistant engineer or future engineers, or even more senior when you are promoted to senior engineer, right? So what kind of reports you think you might be asked to do in your future career? Kevin? You can recall your experiences in the internship, and you can see some colleagues who were asked to do some writing, right? Some reports, right? So what kinds of reports?
In the internship, the supervisor required to finish the inspection report to the
Inspection report.
to the building department.
Okay, you work for the government
No,
in the internship.
It's just I just help the
Supervisor.
supervisor required.
Really? And you were not working for the Hong Kong government, and you were asked to do that internship report on the building check.
It's just the supervisor required.
Supervisors can ask you to do something
No,
like that?
that all the internship
Yeah.
will also only required to handle the inspection report.
Also, they have their own inspection reports, not for government, right?
Yeah.
But for a commercial building, right? Ah, okay, interesting. What about your case? Your because Kevin also mentioned about his role as an internship, right? But I would like to hear about the engineer's role in CEE field, right?
I just think of email.
Email, but email is not report. Nothing. They do not need to write any reports.
Not for my assistant engineer. It's not my job.
Okay. What about engineers? Did you see if they have to write something?
Yeah.
What kind of reports you think?
Some data reports.
Data report. What is that?
For
What kind of data?
some on-site measurements.
Oh,
Yeah.
measurement of what?
Some for example, concrete materials measurement, and also the daily record.
Of the materials.
Yes.
Counts the numbers.
Concrete reinforcement, something like that.
So they need to count the numbers of them or
Maybe
to weight.
they need to measure those things to the specifications. and the-
Following the
yeah,
requirements.
yeah, and put
Okay.
all the measure data into the report to examine their
Senior.
yeah.
They do it every day? No?
Maybe,
Maybe?
I don't know.
Okay, what other things you saw that they may have to do other than this data report of the materials or the site? Because you work with them together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else did you see them do it? Contract means the project contract. Make a statement. Have you seen the statement? No. How come you know it?
They told me
Oh.
this thing, but they
Okay.
didn't tell me anything about
The
it.
details. So they mentioned dates in front of you. Interesting. Anything else that you think they have to do? No? Okay. Kevin, you just mentioned about internship for the supervisor, but did you work on a site during internship?
No.
You didn't have an internship?
But the internship, only the inspection report and the structural checking in the
Stock checking.
structure,
Of the building.
yeah, checking.
You had to do. But what about other colleagues, the engineers in the company? What did you see they had to write?
But the other companies
Yeah.
they also handle the design project.
Design project. What does that mean? Drawing.
Yes.
Using CAD to draw.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so now then, let's see. In general, for us, we understand that sometimes maybe you need to do, I don't know, about progress. Is that progress reports, you call it? Following the contract and write a statement.
Something related.
And then checking the data, materials, the measurement, kind of to me, or work on site. Some work on the site. Any case studies?
No.
Any recommendation reports?
Not here.
Because you are not sure, because you are not promoting the company, so you do not have to write the sales report. Right? What about Leo? Since you have work experience, right? So what do you think engineers in your field have to write? Incidents report, anybody got hurt? Not just you as an intern, right? But engineers like assistant engineer, senior engineers. What kind of writing do they have to write here? You can share with us. Case study. What kind of case studies? Means somebody got hurt or something lost on the construction site. Tell me after a minute, right? Case study. What is? Because I know social worker case studies, but I don't know about engineering case studies. Yeah. Give me details afterwards. All right, so talk about this later on, right? And then, all right, ready? What are case studies, Leo, that you have noticed? Give us some details.
When the structure is wrong.
Is in trouble.
Yes.
What do you mean by structure is in trouble? You mean the pillars is not on the using the right materials,
Maybe the
or
foundation is
ah,
some
okay.
trouble with the foundation, or
Why is that the case?
they need to study it.
Ah, okay. I see. Usually, the reasons are
The on-site, the worker do not follow the.
oh, okay. I see. So mainly it's about the workers who may not follow the rules or guidelines to do their job. And this can cause problems to the foundation. How common is it? unusual?
I think it's very common.
Very common. Does it cause any danger to the place that we live or study?
No, only 50 mm or
Um,
40 mm. He's supposed to be here. And
Yeah, at the position,
yes, the position is
slightly move.
Yes.
Oh,
But
okay.
in the common building, it's okay.
Ah,
If in the MIC building,
MIC, what is
it's
MIC?
MIC is precast building.
Ah, so they build this lot and elsewhere and then move it to the right, to another, to the site, right?
If the position is wrong.
Oh yeah, sure. Cannot fit in, right? Like Lego, I can imagine, right? You do something and then you move it elsewhere, it doesn't fit and can be problematic. Right. Okay, I know that kind of building. One of my PhD students studied this kind of building in Egypt. You know Egypt? Egypt is ICAP. Egypt, ICAP, you don't know Egypt, right? And he said all the buildings in Hong Kong are built this way, right? Because you build the little cells elsewhere in China, and then you ship them or move them here to Hong Kong and assemble them, right? But then he said in Egypt, like Rome, right? It's uncommon to have Hong Kong type of building, but they do it now because it's quick, because it can be done in half a year. Whereas for their traditional buildings, like slowly, years. Yeah, that's why his study topic is on these kinds of assembled buildings. And then he said cheap buildings, okay, in Egypt. In Egypt will then have this kind of style, like Hong Kong's, assemble them on the sides. Right? These are for cheap residential buildings in Egypt, yes.
But in Hong Kong, it's very expensive.
Really?
Because of the,
Oh,
the
transportation from China to Hong Kong is expensive? Oh, can, but it cannot be more expensive than building the whole block on the original site, right? Yeah, but people in China, right? And then move them here must be cheaper, right? One flat, 8,000 less. So cheaper?
One project, maybe 800,
Million.
80 million.
80 million saved money.
Also use of money for transportation.
Oh, because it's so heavy, right? To move them here.
Very far from here.
Yeah.
Not very.
Okay. But the overall project is still cheaper than building everything on the site, right?
Overall,
Then why do people do this? We don't have labor.
this industry is new to Hong Kong.
Why do they still have this kind of style of building? It's no good and water leak, I've heard.
Yes, maybe it's too many factory in China. We
Yeah.
need to, we need to take care.
But why do we have these buildings, even though there are problems and it's not cheap? Then why don't we build the block here from scratch?
Maybe this is too many people and factory in China. So
I don't get it. I will learn from you later on. Right. Because it's an interesting topic. So now that we're going to watch two videos on, or maybe one, on the accidents on the site. And the reason is that we might want to deal with how do we deal with problems, right? So the first one is about this pipeline repair accident on the site. So after you have watched this, can you tell us what the main problems are and how could the situations be improved? And last, any recommendations? I think Q2, question 2 and 3 may be similar. How come you stopped?